Forget Hogs the rigger. He's gone from holding up the coat hanger to becoming the new prop for the Australian tourist industry.
You recognise this guy?
Ain't that the dude on that commercial, man? That we saying, hey, mate.
Hey, mate, that's it. You've got it.
Now, it's come to my attention that some Americans still don't know where Australia is. Well,
the campaign's being hailed by the ad gurus of Madison Avenue as the most successful travel promotion ever, anywhere.
And we would be lying if we said, come down to Australia and meet Olivia and Mel Gibson, because they're not. They're going to meet roughheads like you and me, George, when they get down there. So we're sort of telling the truth.
I'm Rayma.
I'm George Negus.
I'm Ian Leslie.
And I'm Jana Wendt. Those stories and more tonight on 60 Minutes.
There's been a rumour that's...
We've heard so much lately about Paul Hogan's impact in America that we decided to see for ourselves. His Shrimp on the Barbie ad campaign is credited with luring thousands of big-spending Yank tourists down under. But we thought it's probably not the shrimp that does it, but perhaps something American TV viewers have read into the Australian character, as represented by the man we know as Hogs.
Today, more than ever, a vital part of every country's income comes from tourism. In Australia, it employs 375,000 people and brings in $10 billion annually. That's about 6% of our gross national product. 6%. That's about the worst performance of any country in the world, with the possible exception of Greenland.
It all started back in '83. The former odd job man decided to give the government a piece of his comic mind on how to sell this joint to the ripe US market.
Australia's not a bloody farm. We can't sit around the wool shed waiting for cardigans to come back into fashion.
So, as you see it, it's been a neglected area so far as governments are concerned. They've been missing an opportunity that you're now presenting them with.
So neglected, mate, that an ordinary scrubber like me can get off the Harbour Bridge and after reading a magazine and travelling a little bit, can point it out and say, are we a dump? Are we all too stupid to promote the country? You know, that's embarrassing.
If you had any doubt that Hogs has made his presence felt in the home of the big time, cop this.
Australia offers a zoo full of the world's more colourful creatures, the kangaroo, the wombat, the platypus and the koala. Now with Charles Osgood, consider Australia's latest exotic export.
Because every day's a good day in Australia.
G'day, Paul.
G'day, love.
Americans getting their first glimpse of Paul Hogan's remarkably successful Australian tourist ads.
Come on, come and say g'day. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie for you.
Wonder who is this guy who seems to be enjoying his work so much?
There you go, Hogs.
Thanks, love.
Paul Hogan's comedy show on Australian television became a smash hit there and is syndicated in 40 other countries. He got to be Australia's biggest and highest paid star by making fun of everybody, from the Pope to Clint Eastwood to John McEnroe.
You recognise this guy?
Ain't that the dude on that commercial, man? That we saying, hey, mate.
Hey, mate, that's it. You've got it. You recognise this guy at all? He's not wanted, but do you recognise him?
Yeah, that's the guy in the Australia commercial.
Yeah?
Yeah, from Down Under or something.
Right.
That's the guy that does the ads for Australia.
You know his name?
I sure don't, but I know his commercial.
What do you think of him?
It's great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But now that you're almost a household name in the United States as well as Australia, and a sex symbol to boot, I'm told.
Of course, man.
Has success spoiled lovable old Hogs?
Yes, mate. I'm a real pain.
I thought it.
Once they put the sex symbol tag on me, like yourself, and Willisy and Ernie Segley and countless other Australians, Macho Man, it became insufferable. The old humble but lovable Hogs is gone forever.
Oh, he doesn't look, what is that, an Aborigine?
No, he's not an Aborigine. That's true. That's very true.
Come and say g'day. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie for you.
If you go to an Aussie turn in the States these days, you'd reckon shrimp on the barbie was our national dish.
I know that this is California and it's all laid back, but, I mean, you run around like startled gazelles next to us. You come down to the country that invented the fridge and the Lilo and the ring pull beer can and stuff like that, and, you know, you'll find out what a holiday's all about. You come down now and get a job in the Ford factory, it's a holiday in Australia.
One wonderful phrase that the brochure uses to describe you as the quintessential Australian. If we knew what it meant, we could probably talk about it. What do you think they meant?
If I start thinking about them sort of things... By the way, viewers, George and I are doing this without makeup. And that's sort of like working without a net, isn't it?
It's also
Which
done.
one's the prettiest, me or George? Quick cutaway. Look at his Ben Hooter. No, if you start working out, you know, what quintessential, or it's like sort of working out jokes, or why you're funny, you start analysing and it falls apart. If I start thinking, sitting around thinking how to act like an ordinary Oz, I won't be one.
So if other people call you a quintessential Australian, that's up to them, but you are what you are.
They can call me anything they like as long as they don't call me late for breakfast or an IRA bomber and Nazi poofter like Errol Flynn. After poor old Errol was dead.
Because every day's a good day in Australia.
G'day, Paul.
G'day, love.
To love him, welcome Paul Hogan. Paul.
You know you've made it in the States when you're on the talk show circuit. The Merv Griffin Show is top talk. And Merv was more than happy to have Hogs on the rundown.
I see a lot of Americans missing around this country. They must be flocking down there.
Mate, they're down there in their millions.
And are they all looking for that girl?
Who's in... She's a sort of like, you know, she's a dog, you know.
Really? Not much at all, huh?
Australian standard, she'd have about 3 out of 10, mate. Oh, I wouldn't lie to you, viewers.
No, I know. And there are better than that down there. Huh? Really?
Take your breath away.
Really? Yeah.
Would I lie to you, Merv?
No, oh, I don't think so. I don't think Australians lie.
America, you look like you need a holiday. A fair dinkum holiday. In the land of wonder. The land down under. Now, there's a few things I've got to warn you about, firstly.
Do you think the New Yorkers will want to go to Australia after seeing your ad here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're already trying to get on the planes now. We're queued up out at the airport.
Hogs and his old mate from way back, Strop, into the Lion's Den to launch ad number 2 at, of all places, that hotbed of anti-Australian spleen, the Ultra Toffee New York Yacht Club.
Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, g'day. My name's Paul Hogan. Don't get between me and the viewers, Buffett. Fair go. First off, I'd like to pay tribute to the New York Yacht Club, because if there's one thing I do admire in life, it's a gracious loser. And no, and not only did they send the cup down there and send even the stand that it stands on, but when I arrived here today, I saw them starting to dig underneath the foundations. I mean, the whole building down there. Oh. I was moved to almost tears. I like to think of myself as a peacemaker. Because, no, it's... tourism, when you look at it, is the reason why there could never be another Pearl Harbor, because if the Japs bombed Pearl Harbor today, they'd kill about 1.5 million Japanese.
The campaign is currently budgeted at $5 million, but Hogs, the self-appointed ambassador for lying around having a beaut time, comes free.
And the more I sort of gawk around the United States, the more you poor buggers need a holiday. You do. The idea of doing it for nothing was I put to them, this wasn't a proposition for me to make a lot of money. If you're going to spend, you know, $3 million on the campaign and give me 2 in the pocket, I won't do it. If you spend twice that or a reasonable amount of money for a decent, classy campaign, I'll do it for nothing.
What do you reckon you could have commanded as a fee?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the government wouldn't have copped $1 million, but the fee, what am I worth? Oh, I don't know. I can't put a price on it.
G'day. Now, it's come to my attention that some Americans still don't know where Australia is. Well, I'll tell you exactly where it is. Australia is where the sun shines on thousands of miles of the world's great beaches.
The impact of the second round of G'day commercials has been even more immediate and spectacular than the first.
Get amongst it all. It's where wild native animals roam free in the untamed Australian outback. G'day, killer. It's where the fish are friendly and even the birds have a sense of humour.
Phone inquiries from instant Hogan fans from LA to New York are already running at around 3,000 a day.
And when someone says, where are you going for your holidays? Say Australia. Oh, and if they say, where's that? Tell them it's where the America's Cup is.
The campaign's being hailed by the ad gurus of Madison Avenue as the most successful travel promotion ever, anywhere.
Firstly, I'll apologise for the camera crew here. This is Australian 60 Minutes George Negus, who many of you know, many of you don't. It's him over there with the fungus on his face. They've been following me around instead of being in Nicaragua or somewhere, you know, being shot at. I don't know why you're not there, George. Because
this is more dangerous.
Yeah, it is. And the trips you enjoy are where you like the people, so I thought, we'll stick my head on, and then if they found me obnoxious or a real pain in the arse, they wouldn't come, and that's probably better. Leave me alone. Go away.
You could say Hogs is the new wave in the US where, right now, just being Australian is trendy. Speaking of trendy, nothing matches this groovy little LA milk bar and dress shop run by another struggling digger.
We're sitting here in Koala Blue. You can drop in here any time of the day or night, and Olivia will be here and make you a milkshake.
Oh, is it the table?
Of course, yeah. Cleans the shop out, waits on everyone hand and foot. It's the daytime. Yeah, it's the daytime. It's a real job. Things as a hobby. And Australians are unique. I think they're one of the great peoples on the face of the earth. I really do believe that beneath the rough veneer, they're friendly and they're helpful. And they're fair income, which is a great Aussie word. And we would be lying if we said, come down to Australia and meet Olivia and Mel Gibson, because they're not. They're going to meet roughheads like you and me, George, when they get down there. So we're sort of telling the truth.
Forget Hogs the rigger. He's gone from holding up the coat hanger to becoming the new prop for the Australian tourist industry. In fact, at this stage, it's a toss-up whether the Yanks have discovered Australia or just Hogs.
Good day.
Oh, good day.
G'day, yeah.
Good day.
You know what that means? What g'day means?
It means good day. It's from another country.
This thing has got the potential, as John Brown, who then got it off the ground, pointed out, to create 200,000 or 300,000 jobs. That could almost wipe out unemployment. That's pretty nifty, isn't it?
It is.